This will be for sure the most important video of all, and it's because I will share with you the biggest mistakes that I did in the first 2 months after the surgery, and by not making them I would recover for sure better. This guy will help me with explaining all of that. He will translate to Kurdish language, so everyone would understand. It's nice to see you guys. It was a nice feeling to upload a few of the videos that I uploaded already. Hopefully it helped someone. It gives me purpose, you know, to share all of that. Going through all of this without the purpose would be pretty hard, you know. But since at least I have a feeling that I am helping someone while going through all of that, it makes it much more bearable. So perhaps you're helping me more than I am helping you. I didn't really feel like doing the summary after 1 month, and it's simply because it was getting better, but it was not getting... Why you bite me? But it was not so spectacular after 1 month. After 2 months after the surgery, I can easily share that very often I forget that I had a surgery. Now I feel like I'm a healthy person with bad moments. When a month after the surgery, everything was circling around the surgery, around my condition. Now I can easily forget about that. I see 2-3 patients per day. I go for walks. I see my friends. We have a very nice conversations. We spend some good quality time, and that's awesome. Sometimes I feel fatigue. Sometimes when I have a look at my chest, I realize that, oh shit, that really happened. The first thing that really messed up 2 days of this recovery was for sure the fact that I decided to go back to the training too fast with too big intensity. I got used to doing 3 sets of every exercise that I do. Unfortunately, in the first stages after the surgery, it was too much. It was too much, and I learned that the hard way. 3 sets of each exercise, even though it's a basic thing for a healthy person, when the heart is weak, it's not a good idea. I had some degree of DOMS on my quads and on my biceps the next day, but unfortunately, those DOMS, they are a pretty big burden for the heart. I am sure that by just doing 1 set of each exercise, something that I did later, would not exhaust me so much, and I could enjoy these 2 days much better, and I would recover during those 2 days better. So the first advice, don't push yourself too much. The second thing that messed me up was the massage chair, which is an awesome thing. It's an amazing thing. It was helping me to relax quite a lot. There are different programs, as you can imagine, but one day I decided to try the program Sleep, which turned out to be the most intense of all of them. Those balls inside the chair, they really pushed hard into my back, and it felt really good to have those knots massaged. My back was very stiff after this period of inactivity, of laying down in bed for a long time. And even though it felt very nice, on the evening I started to feel that something is off with my heart, that it's tired, it's overwhelmed, and the next day it became obvious. My back was very sore after this massage, and my heart was just fried. Again and again, I had 2 pretty hard days, unfortunately. But I could easily avoid that, but I didn't know that I would be so sensitive. It came as a surprise. I was actually planning to see my friend for a proper physiotherapy in the first few weeks after the surgery, but now it's obvious that would be a very bad idea. In the first few weeks, perhaps some very superficial techniques, craniosacral therapy, Bowen therapy, that are very gentle. The pressure is minimal, and this could probably work better, but nothing strong. Classic massage, forget about it. And the third, it's like in Glorious Bastards, huh? The third situation that ended up in a pretty awful way, that exhausted me a lot, that definitely slowed down my recovery, was the argument. I am married, and as you know, there are sometimes arguments, even in a very good marriage. And yeah, it just turned out that there were some differences, there was some tension that we were trying to figure out in a very intense way. During that time, she was in Dubai, I was here, which was making that even harder. I knew that I need a lot of peace, and I tried to keep that peace throughout this period of recovery, but it didn't work out. And after very acute conversation, very intense conversation, the next day I woke up 5 a.m. feeling that I'm dying. Basically, I felt probably the worst during that recovery time. And yes, this day we sat down on the phone call, we figured everything out, we got along, and it helped me to feel better, but it still took me a few good days to get back to the balance. So if you are going through a very big surgery in your life, inform everyone around that sorry, but no arguments, no tensions. If you feel bad next to some people, you have some unresolved businesses, cut them. It will hurt 5 times more to be around them in that period. I noticed that increasing the magnesium intake from 200 to 400 milligrams per day helped me a lot. Biglycinate in the morning and citrate in the evening. 200 milligrams I was taking since always, just as a regular supplementation, but during the period of elevated stress, no doubt doubling that helps a lot. Magnesium is the first mineral that is being depleted during stress, so I felt that. I felt a very big difference, and that was definitely a good idea. I would do the vitamin D levels examination quicker. I did that recently, and it turned out that even though I spend outside quite a lot of time and I take 4,000 units of vitamin D per day, I am barely above the lower threshold, which was incredible kind of for me. I couldn't believe that my vitamin D is so low, and it was an absurd that I take medications to improve the bone growth and my vitamin D levels are so low. You know, that's vitamin D are the basics during the recovery. So I doubled the vitamin D intake to 8,000 units per day. I started to add Cordyceps to my morning coffee. It's the mushroom adaptogen. It helps to regulate stress, that I have quite a lot right now. Cordyceps is a substance that changes some of this anxiety energy into the productive energy. From all of the peptides that I was taking BPC, I was taking peptides for adrenals, for heart, for blood vessels, for thymus, so many of them. Thymosin alpha, ARA, so many. I was taking them on and off, and the biggest difference that I felt was thanks to the adrenals. I use UAE Peptides company, the one that I mentioned in some of the first videos, and adrenals make a massive difference. Massive difference. I feel like I can do so much more thanks to them. Honestly, that's outstanding how much they help me. From other things, I figured out one more thing. The heart innervation is not like any other muscle. It has a connection to the vagus nerve, to the phrenic nerve, and sometimes I don't feel pain in the chest. Sometimes not at all. Sometimes I feel some degree of pain in the back, some degree of the pain in the neck, but very minimal. But what really bothers me sometimes is the shortness of breath and anxiety and just very deep-rooted fear that something is off. And yes, I'm taking care of my psychological well-being the best I can. I'm not alone in all of that, so I think I'm doing very good. And what came to my mind is that if I would have pain in my biceps, I would feel pain in my biceps. If I have pain in my heart, if I have something in my heart, in my pericardium, that would cause pain, I don't necessarily have to feel pain because of so different innervation of that area. And I experimented, and in the moments where I feel overwhelmed, pain, shortness of breath, sometimes I take ibuprofen, 200 milligrams, basic dose, and it helps. It helps quite a lot, honestly. And it helped me during my travel, where I got tired a bit during my flight. It was a big thing for me, not gonna lie. Some of those symptoms, they were very persisting, and just taking one tablet, all gone in like half an hour. So that's a good idea. I always tell my patients, if some of the symptoms, some of the pain is causing a disturbance, is making you feel bad about yourself, is making you feel awful, it's better to take a painkiller, and it's better to cut that bad circle. Obviously, taking painkillers every day, it's not a good idea. Thankfully, I don't need that. I have to take one pill once in a few days, and that's more than enough. And there's no need to be ashamed of that. There's no need to be have any kind of a problem with that. It helps tremendously, and if we have access to something, we should use that, because this is all what it's all about in the end, to feel good. So that's it. Basically, that's the story. The healing journey continues. The scar actually looks awesome, healed very nicely, and I would love to feel even better, but I have to trust the process. It's very painful to not being allowed to do the things that I love. To go to the gym, to work full time, and being patient. It's the worst moment where I can watch David Goggins and all of that crazy productive circle. I cannot watch Hormozy or Goggins or anything like that. Watching shorts on YouTube is making me just feel bad. I have to trust myself, listen to my own body, give myself time. And doctors told me 3 months. Most recovery happens in 3 months, and today is only 2. And I already go to work, I see my friends, and I can enjoy a lot of basic things. So in 1 month, it will be so much better. It will be so much better, for sure. I'm excited to see how much I will get from all of that. That's gonna be fun. Guys, sunset in Dubai. And what else can I say? Chill over there.